In Rudolfo Anaya's Bless Me Ultima, there are many connections with religion and faith. On pages 172 through 176, Antonio is faced with all of his religious beliefs and feels the pressure to decide which one his faith lies in, such as God, the Virgin, and the golden carp. The purpose of this text is to distinguish the differences on how Antonio views all three idols. He sees the Virgin as kind and forgiving, like he did since the beginning of the novel. He sees God as a loud figure, as Rudolfo Anaya uses words such as thundering and yelling to describe God's tone. Lastly, as God describes the carp, he almost taunts Antonio as he describes the golden carp as just another idol that he worships. The tone in this text uses descriptions that describe God as an angry figure, leading you to believe that God in this chapter is the bad person. He uses descriptions for the Virgin Mary to be viewed as kind and forgiving, like he has ever since the beginning of the novel. The conflict in this chapter are the religious figures that are confronting Antonio. He is dreaming about these images because he is confused on what to believe in. In his life, he has always believed in God and the Virgin. His mother has taken him to church ever since he was a young boy, and he has not had anything else to put his faith in. But once the golden carp is introduced, he starts to question his belief and finds it hard to decipher what is real and what isn't. His beliefs begin to shift towards the golden carp due to the fact that he has seen it with his very own eyes, and he is questioning his faith in God due to the fact that he feels as if God's presence is never around him. He has always begged for a sign, but he soon begins to realize he will never get it. So his faith in the golden carp begins to grow. The symbolism in this text is the fact that after all this time that Antonio has begged God for a sign, he finally gets it, only for this sign to come off as rude and taunting towards his beliefs. The shift in his beliefs can also stand for Antonio's undecisiveness towards his future, whether he becomes a priest or follow in his father's footsteps. All these things seem to pile on to Antonio's shoulders, and one can only hope that Ultima can guide him to make the correct decision in his future,